Hello everyone, Manithral here. Welcome to the weekly OSRS video. Now this week we have the Revenant Caves and Deadman Changes. There was an issue that was raised though, and they had a hotfix alpha alert already. That was at 12:15 BST. The Revenant magic attack was hitting players, or all players, on a single tile. That has been fixed because that was for an older system that they had in place for the Revenants. They also made the following changes. The Revenant Caves, the number of Revenant Cave teleport scrolls dropped has been increased from 1 to 10. The Revenant loot table now has an extra drop chance for blighted items in addition to the normal loot. Multiple item drops will now appear in greater quantities. And they also changed how the Revenants heal. They can now heal about every 15 cycles, or every 9 seconds. And they are now guaranteed a heal when they are below half HP. So as long as their cooldown isn't ready. And they can heal themselves 8 to 36 times before being able to heal again. Or be unable to heal. So they have a maximum amount of heals, but keep that in mind. The Revenants will also respawn 33% faster than they used to, so that's quite a bit faster. There's also some Deadman world changes today. The world changes are, firstly, there's an hourly fee for Deadman players who may access the dwarves who operate the blast furnace. And then pest control and all of its rewards are now accessible when starting with a minimum of just 5 players. When closing the bank, players are now blocked from eating food or drinking potions for a couple of ticks. May remember this rule from previous seasonal and tournament and Deadman events. Players will now be able to pack certain items such as multi-cannons into sets via the clerks at the Grand Exchange. Please note that such packs cannot be placed in the safety deposit box. The Emblem Trader in Edgeville now offers blighted spell sacks in his shop. These can be used to cast spells anywhere in the Deadman worlds. Players who die during PvP may now lose 10% of their XP in their unprotected skills. PVM deaths for unskilled players are not affected. Various rune and archery shops should now restock faster, much as they do in seasonal and tournament and Deadman events. Skull players entering guarded zones will no longer be frozen. Instead, the guards will express their frustration by shouting at you loudly whilst attacking you, with the damage that ramps up over time. On the topic of safe and unsafe zones, Deadman players will no longer be able to flee into the gauntlet in the middle of combat. Lastly, when killing an NPC in the wilderness, players will now have a small chance to receive Vesta's Spear, Vesta's Longsword, Satius Warhammer, and 50 Morrigan Thurn Axes, 50 Morrigan Javelins, or Zuriel Staff. The drop chances will be lower than they were during the seasonal and tournament Deadman events. Other fixes are, they fixed an issue where players leaving the node occasionally had red or blue dot stuck under their character that prevented them from entering the Rogue's Den. Trying to access group storage when it's already in use will now prompt a message indicating who is using it and which world. The close button in the group storage interface now saves and closes the interface. Ugly Halloween jumpers now protect you from the cold and winter cold, as other warm items do. Snuggly and spooky. And PvP World Rhoda has moved to period B. It is 560 UK PvP, 579 US high risk, 561 UK free to play, and 580 US LMS competitive. World 390 AUS has been deactivated this rota. And don't forget to check out the merch. You got all kinds of cool pins and keychains there. And actually some fridge magnets for a change too, so do check that out. So, do check it all out, and that'll be it for today's video though, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later guys.